Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. It's Saturday morning, it's 8 a.m., and we are looking at Dixie on a daily time frame. As you can see, guys, we are finally getting that upside move that we were looking for on Dixie. It took a little bit of time to consolidate those lows, but we eventually went sideways and up right above that 102 level. We were actually worried that if we closed lower than here, we would have got out. But the Bollinger Band theory of actually closing back in and reversion to the mean is playing out. So there it is, right in our face. What I'm looking for is now the daily close to come actually above that 103.50 level. We got a little bit of resistance, but next week I'm looking for that push into this area, probably into 103, 104. Find us a close here and then sideways and then continuation into the next week after that. That's the ideal scenario that I'm looking for. As this occurs, you will see downside on tech stocks, on Bitcoin, ETH, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, going to the quick 4 hour time frame, you can see that we took above the median of the Bollinger Band, and now we're finding support right on the 21 EMA, making a nice little bull flag, aka accumulation. You verifying this with RSI. Pretty soon you're going to see this start breaking up into the 200 EMA at 103.85, and then if you get that claimed and you get an open and close there of the 4 hour, well, then the Bollinger Band theory comes yet back into play as you going to be closing outside of the Bollinger Band at that point, and you would be seeing the next candle either make a new high or poke the high and then reverse back into the middle. More than likely, we're poking up and then continuing into like 104 to 105 in time. Okay. All right, and then another thing is, see over here, the Bollinger Band, we closed outside, we tried to close back in, we didn't close in, we kind of rejected right out here, then we close outside, and then this, the next one that we actually close inside the candle. After closing inside the Bollinger Band, you got everything doing the breakout. So watch out for that. That is your quick Bollinger Band TA theory. Now let's go to Bitcoin on a daily time frame. Before we go to Bitcoin, I want to point out that Bitcoin perps is at 27,400. ETH is at 1740. Well, CME closed at 1760, meaning we're a little bit under where we're supposed to be, and Bitcoin closed at 27.9. We're definitely a little bit under where we're supposed to be. So reversion to the mean would be that we should be rising up to these levels before we see a rejection into tomorrow's CME open. Another thing is, right now, Bitcoin is considerably stronger than Ethereum due to the narrative of how the bank failure is possible and how Bitcoin is probably the one that is going to be the winning crypto asset for that situation to play out. As you can see, here's Bitcoin above the white EMA, okay, and consolidating. Here's Ethereum. I think it's right under it. Yeah, right under the white EMA. So right now, Ethereum being a laggard, if it starts to actually, right now, in my opinion, Ethereum looks like it wants to sweep a little bit lower to like 1700. If that occurs, then Bitcoin will come down with it. But if Bitcoin does not want to break down this $26,500 area and it decides to actually break up and test into 30,500 today, well, then ETH is not going to go down. It's going to get dragged up with it. So I think today and for the next few days, as much as I love my baby E, we're gonna have to keep a very close eye on Bitcoin as a leading indicator for whatever trades we're doing. And then for backup, we can watch Dixie as well. So we can watch Dixie, we can watch Bitcoin, and then we can look at whatever other coin you're looking at. If you're looking at your piece of shit coin first, you're gonna probably get rocked. Watch the main market of crypto, aka Bitcoin, for a clue as to what is going on in the crypto market, and watch Dixie as a clue as to if you should even consider looking for upside or downside in the crypto market. Okay? So right now, as we are looking at the daily on ETH, I was already pointing out until we lose 27.6 on a 4 hour close, I'm not really considered concerned, and that's kind of what's we're flirting with right now. Once that happens, it's going to kind of put the same posture as what Ethereum is doing and looking for that sweep of liquidity to the downside. If we get the sweep to the downside, I'm looking at 26.4 and then 25.7. Around here is where I'm looking to accumulate a long scalp, and then I'll probably take profit right away at around 27, 27.5 again, and see if we consolidate here, do a rounding bottom, and then do a breakout to the higher levels or not. If the rounding bottom goes a little bit deeper into like 23.8 or like 22.5, I'm not going to panic because I understand that this is the range between 28.5 to 21 8. Yes, that's a $7,000 range, but that's the range. Technically, if you're bullish, you don't even want to go under 25 because this bullish order block is your consolidation. To go any lower than this is very, very risky. I mean, poke it, cool, but do it close underneath 25,000 with a 4 hour. I would be very, very, very concerned for sweeping all the way down to 21, 22. Okay. The only thing I can tell you right now on a daily time frame is you're already done with your golden cross right here. This is your first sign of upside to come. We tested it. We tested it, broke it, and now we've claimed it. And now you can see all the other EMAs, including the 100 EMA now, which was the last EMA to cross into this bullish stance, crossing over the 200 EMA. This is now looking for expansion. Accumulation is done. Now you want to see these EMA spread and fan out as the exuberance and buys start coming into the upside. And our target from here is going to be that 32.5, but really it's 34,500 to 36,000. These numbers were much, much higher before, but as we've gone sideways, so has these levels gone sideways and down. So now let's see how it wants to play out in the long term. Consolidating on that white EMA is not depth. Sideways is good for upside. Uh, Here on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that we've been trying and trying and trying to hold it. We kind of just got under the EMA and the midline of the Bollinger Band, poking into the level of 26.9, 26.850 is not unreasonable. Probably a long scalp opportunity. You see this little flagging consolidation that we're doing right here. This is like a diamond. So it's like basically testing the low over here, and then it could probably break out. Usually these diamonds are a continuation patterns of the trend. So if the trend is up, this is where it's consolidating, and then it could continue back up. So that's a possibility. Right now, RSI and everything is kind of like a little bit on the weekend, but not on the weekend like the artist or the day, on the week, as in not strong week end. And technically, you have two drives of bullish divergence trying here between here and here. But yeah, it being the weekend on a low environment setting, these divergences of buyers can be market sellers easy market fill into like lower. So just be aware that I am watching very closely this level right here, 26.6. Once that's lost, we will be probably flushing down to about 25,000. And that's just something I want you guys to be aware of. If you start closing 4 hour candles under 24,800, you better be ready for that 21, 22 level. I know it's not pretty, but this is the kind of stuff the market likes to do to take out all the liquidity before it continues its path up. So if it comes down over here, everyone's going to panic and get out of their trade, and then you'll see it just reverse right back on Sunday night or Monday. Because only in the weekend you can get to those extremes on low volume scenarios. All right, well, now let's go take a look at Ethereum on a daily. And I'm gonna turn this thing off so we can see stuff. There you go. Sorry, I didn't realize I had that on. Ethereum on the daily time frame looks like we're still holding above that 1740 until we close a 4 hour candle underneath 1740. I'm hoping for sideways and up. A poke here and there, I don't care, but at least we're not closing a 4 hour or any higher time frame under 1740 is promising for sideways and up and catch up to Bitcoin, basically. Because back in the day, Bitcoin was the laggard and ETH was leading, and Bitcoin used to catch up. Well, today, ETH has an opportunity to catch up to Bitcoin. If we close above 1850, I'm looking for 19 100 obviously, and then higher, such as 2,300. And then if we lose this 1740, I'm looking for 1,700. I've been trying to scalp between 1,700 and 1,640 for a while along. If we get that long, I'll take it all the way to 1,620. Anything under that with a 4-hour opening close is a risk. I'm already over here is a risk because I'm gonna have a short running before I try to scalp these longs over here. But coming to these areas, I'll try to scalp along. I just don't want this big thing turning into a head and shoulder like trapping the longs here, coming down here, consolidating. People thinking we're gonna go up, but I actually legs down to take out more liquidity. It's like I don't want that to happen, but that's a possibility of making this little inverse head and shoulder over here after this head and shoulder is built. So level by level says if we lose 1,700, we're going to be looking for possible more downsides, such as 1,620 to 1,570. If we hold sideways here, I'm looking for us to claim that 1,760 level, 1,780 level, and then go right to 1,850 and then 1,900 and so on. Until then, we must be very calm and cautious. It's the weekend, flighty floaty action on the daily time frame. This does not look like it wants to just dump on down. But yeah, people can do crazy things on low volume. On the 4 hour, you can see the three drives showing up here, but it's already weakening, dwindling down. So coming into 1,700 is not going to be a shock. Coming over here, you can take your long scalps. I would be looking for 1,700 to 1,660 to take some long scalps, and then I'd probably take profit around 1,750. And if you get lower than that, like say you start closing 4 hour candles underneath 1660, I'm looking for 1560 and 1460, $100 drops. So that way all these 10x people are gone, and then maybe 2x, 3x get a kick too. So that's how I'm playing it moving forward, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you ASAP. If you have any other assets you would like me to cover, leave it there as well. I'll get there in the next video. Last but not least, if you could leave me a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications, I would greatly appreciate it. Spread this YouTube video to whoever else likes crypto and let us grow. I would really, really appreciate it. If you are interested in trading with me live, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be going live on the Discord server. Please feel free to join us on the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video below. We will be going over scalp opportunities, basically continuing on to what this video was already talking about, but we'll go look at some alts. While Bitcoin and ETH want to sit sideways, maybe we can find some quick opportunities scalp-wise on some altcoins. So come feel free to join us. Once again, the description of this video has the link to the Discord server alongside with all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend, and I think you should too. It helps the channel. Thank you. And aside from that, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you in the Discord live. Have a great one. Bye-bye.